watching AYV Television.
Fambule Mauduo, na so I go welcome you to this edition of NCD HOUR. It always come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy through this station where they listen to with support from the United Nations Development Program. Inside today's program, we want to look at the need for national unity and cohesion in the political landscape of Salone, even as they move towards the runoff way for take place March 27, 2018. And for help me make we look at the issues then, I get with me inside the studio the Commissioner for the Northern Region, the National Commission for Democracy, a name now Commissioner by John Conte, Commissioner for Telfambule Audu. And I also get with me inside the studio the Commissioner for the Western Region inside the National Commission for Democracy, a name now Commissioner Benjamin McFoy, Commissioner for Telfambule Audu.
Fambule Unahado.
Yes, I also get with me inside the studio the Research and Monitoring Officer, a manager at the National Commission for Democracy, a name now Mr. Idris Dengabisi. Mr. Gabisi for Telfambule Audu. That's now the panelists them will go help me for make people look at the issues them, even as we talk about the need for national unity and cohesion at the political landscape inside we country Mama Salone, even as we move towards the March 27, 2018 runoff, where of course we know say go take place between APC and SLPP. Meanwhile, they bring the program come to you, Reverend Jibril Akagbo, the communication and PR person at the National Commission for Democracy. Yourself can be part of this program. The line where you go send your text message to or WhatsApp message to at 077-581457, or you can send them to 079236761. The numbers are again now 077-581457 or 079236761. Yourself can be part of the program. Don't forget, this program they come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy with support from the United Nations Development Program. They push the program go before and make us start with Commissioner right away. They talk about national unity and cohesion at Sierra Leone. At a time like this, we know say each time you need something, now because it's lacking, now make you need them. Now, I want to make you start looking at how Salone on day and all of the things that happen from when they begin announce the result to now and what they expect to run off. What you would say are some of the gaps them we don't identify in terms of national unity and cohesion of the country Sierra Leone. Over to you, Commissioner by John Conte.
Yes, thank you very much, Reverend. Permit me for start from the two concepts them. I will use very simple terms for just try for explain them. The concept of unity and cohesion. Now, when you say people then for be united, it simply means then come up from varied standpoints and then agree for do something. At time like this, we just talk about we run off elections. In the political dispensation, people and they come up from varied political parties and they agree for go under this kind of context called an election in a democratic setting. Then agree say we go subject ourselves under this approach and we all go through them and we go agree at the end of the day in terms of what the results be. I see that one day as unity. I see cohesion as after you don't get the basis for be united, for stay in that form again for the progressive future for una common goal. I see like what they say, when we don't become united as a people, as Sierra Leoneans, we stay for that purpose for the rest of we term. That's now the cohesion. Now you they ask, what are some of the gaps what we they sense even as we they go through this process? I want to say, an elections they presuppose certain things. especially in elections where you expect people for accept results, they presuppose say different players than they, and every player they play in your own game how it's supposed for player. For instance, what I mean, in the business of elections now we country, the institution will get the authority for conduct elections now the National Electoral Commission, NEC. Now you get the responsibility for ensure say the elections conducted. Now the players then they believe say NEC go be an independent, impartial, and a trustworthy adjudicator. Somebody wey go be independent, he go stand on his own, person not go influence him. He don't go give basis, he not go be judgment on any other basis other than the true way the people and don't give him. And people then go look him and say, we go and trust you, go ahead. You find out say when these prerequisites are there, the players, when are the political parties, then go approach the process with that kind of satisfaction, with that kind of openness for contest, with that kind for say we believe in this process because we see say the institution we ready for do this thing is ready for we, and they give you that kind of platform. We also they think say the other institutions where then they go for support this system. In the case we get the police for provide security, of course we get the one that will regulate the political parties with the neck, and of course we get the citizens themselves whether they come for vote. They respect say they're all they lend their own hand for ensure say then things that happen. What don't happen in these first elections, we then notice say anomalies take place because next SF don't talk that one they say things then they will not go very well.
So somebody would on this program I would want for know what's in the anomalies there so that we identify them by names and see if we can address them.
Yes, that is just where they can to. Next SF don't say certain things that happen will not happen very well. We yet for Yeri officially, although we don't see from political parties, waiting then don't say. For instance, we are in the All People's Congress Party, in they say, then notice say, then get some new constituencies where they're not ever sabi, and then certain constituency here get names and then get votes them. Constituency 222.
Sorry, sir, has that been proven beyond?
Now that's how they say. I make how they say we need from. Now we hear from NEC. What the people are there sat if not true. In fact, I make us say now one party don't talk this. We just try for bring into form what you don't see and what you don't hear. Would they expect now the authorities in question for come for clarify, because if we not get to the bottom of these matters, we may just have problems going into the runoff. For instance, if these people then say there are new there are new constituencies, what we think say then get votes, and the one that will give you answer, I think say we ought for raise that one day, and so that the people who are supposed to give you answers, then go give you answers if not true. We also don't hear it say over voting day to the point that we don't provide for a list of polling stations will be excluded in these numbers we come also. We get for delve deep for know why the overvoting, what it caused the overvoting. A lot of things would they hear so much to the point that even as I sit down so, I they ask myself, are we going to this runoff at that kind platform will go say everybody is satisfied, so that when the results of the runoff come out, nobody no go say I no go agree. To me, that's a gap we need for address now or never, especially what they call this need for national unity and cohesion. Not forget say every competition where they go through the background, you for be assured of the fairness of that competition day, so that as you they go inside you will go inside with all your heart and you go ready for accept the outcome of that process day. I think say we get a number of unanswered questions. I wish NEC can speed up a little bit for answer we to some of them questions there, for provide answers for we, so that we all what they behind this process, we go back and talk to people and say this is where we are. Let's see NEC as the credible institution and let we support them for them to take we through who's how they go into the runoff.
Commissioner, before I move on,
yes, sir.
With their unanswered questions here, so we say NEC for provide responses to. The commission where you're not part of the work hand in glove with NEC. The commission gets any plan for approach NEC so that we self can play our own role for make thing come on fine?
Yes, I don't think say it is outside of we remit for do that kind of thing, because we don't partner with NEC from the onset. For instance, when NEC be the suffer, we government no give them fund, We are part of the institution, we can media clearly and say, government, you ought to forgive them for their own need. And we go ahead and talk to people, and we see something happen. So if we see question that they ask, and nothing say beyond, we remit. I think this now, even in a one platform, this is what they try for do. Yes, I think so we can get closer to them, and so that we go ask them for provide me the answers, because we all get stake in with democracy as an institution, especially an institution where they promote national unity and cohesion. The issue of tribalism and the issue of violence where they come right now, we think say in basis now some of them think they are, although people can get the innate ability for just do bad, even when they not get foundations. But we know how many things they are learn credence to what they happen. May then give people a platform for behave the way they want for behave. So I think say yes, as a commission, we are willing for face net, for ask them, for say do ya, una can come up a little bit much more frequent, so that when I go help we for lay then things they are to rest. If we get for lay them to rest, let us forget them, and we all go there on the same even kill, even as we proceed to the runoff elections.
Plenty thank you to Commissioner Conte, the regional commissioner of the Northern Region, for that kind response there, even as they look at the need for national unity and cohesion, now the political landscape inside Salone. Fumble, you day on NCD HOUR, where they come to you, cut to the National Commission for Democracy with support from the UNDP. You self can be part of this program. The line them now 077 581457, or you can reach me on 079 236761. You self need for be part of what's in the happen, because you feel back and then discussion also very important. I can move over to Commissioner McFord. They look at the need for national unity and cohesion as alone. And we don't begin to identify some of the gaps them where we hear Commissioner Conte they talk about. Say, NEC gets a lot of questions for answer that we don't identify. Well, allegation there about more constituencies than usual, over voting don't take place, and it's like waiting the people expect. You're not seeing for the match. Waiting they happen. Waiting they come out of this election will be all match 7 and one off they come up. What do you take on the issues in terms of the gaps there, if gaps are there at all in national unity in Sierra Leone? And with the tell Commissioner Conte there, and they mentioned once important something, this thing about tribalism. I don't know what you take on the issues.
Thank you very much, moderator. Of course, my colleague Commissioner don't lay the foundation for the discourse. And we, now the National Commission for Democracy, we now one of the parent bodies waiting up Trangawan for peace and cohesion at this country. We don't see so much don't happen, just like how Commissioner Conte rightly say, we get so many gaps. And some of them things here, they lead to, I don't want to use the word catastrophe, but
if that is the reality, why don't mention it?
Are they with the head to?
Commissioner, hold on, sir. I want to make we be frank and plain enough for address the issues there.
Yes, that's what
and not sweep anything under the carpet.
That's what we're doing.
Because you look like saying in the past that they kind of push it, we don't take what makes it any other than this. So.
Now that's exactly what they do, Mr. Moderator. We don't see so much don't they happen, and they frown at them as a commission. And also, they still encourage NEC for they come out, just like how frankly they say, for let them they come out frequently to we the people, and because now we then they serve. Now we, at the end of the day, get for benefit from the whole process. Yes, indeed, so much don't they happen in this electionary process. And this now the very first time for with the then kind loud cry here. And it's high time we begin to call things as they are. We don't want for we nation headed to result to like how Kenya and Rwanda end up, where we then concentrate on tribalism. We see the Hutus and the Tutsis. Rwanda, we see how catastrophic it may end. We now want for we result at that point there now this nation. We they appeal to Sierra Leoneans. This now Hollands on deck. In as much as yes, the state institutions they function, how them for function. but they also need checks and balances. If the people then say they want clarification, we as state institutions get right for the calm on the media, not left we blackout, not left the nation blackout. Yes, for the politicians, we, by nature, man in nature, are a political animal. Even though, yes, we are a political animal, we therefore tread cautiously how we dispense with political rights and how we they take part into we politics. We don't see say the road don't begin to take not to the good road down there. We, the young people, we also get responsibility. And the responsibility what we get, now for let we stay together as a nation. Let we not allow things them for divide we. Let we not allow things them where they come for divide we as a nation, where at the end of the day we go result at USA we made 11 years ago. So much don't they happen. And we don't see the social media itself they play a part in this democracy. We don't work where we don't they do, not today we don't they do them for appeal to the minds of Sierra Leoneans for let them be careful. Say this election again for be different. Waiting make a different now the social media intervention. Yes, indeed, globalization don't make the world a global village. But that notwithstanding, we get for careful, say we get something for protect when our nation. This social media, we don't see so much. The one that we not true, the one that we not to true, how we for know, we don't know. We get people way they take information very seriously. Anything we come out na social media for them na absolute truth, na gospel truth. We get for be careful how we they digest some of the information here, because they help with national peace and cohesion we make with there today. For let we begin to say the road we don't begin to take as a nation, not to the right road. And politicians will not get a role for play for begin to go out for conscientize the people, the electorate, when at them, at the people them, we get for put in an office for let them know say that tribal way we don't begin to go not to the right way. That hate speech, that pulling down syndrome, where we don't begin to take, and now they bring we come as a nation in any way, but not for divide we. If you ask me, Mr. Moderator, waiting at me take on this, I feel say I will begin with Dandy as a way of setting the platform for this discussion as well.
Plenty thank you to Commissioner McFoy, even as we look at the need for political, national unity and cohesion in the political landscape in Salone, even as we head for the March 27, 2018 runoff elections. Make I bring in we research and monitoring manager, Mr. Idris Dingabisi. Of course, you don't read the two commissioners then. And then don't begin touch on what you would call the triggers for the problem we experience in our country will make with national unity in all water yet. What you go say now some of them triggers there, so especially as we look at tribalism and the current political landscape. Over to you, Mr. Dingabisi.
Well, one thing, first of all, very important in any game we play, not trust.
Okay.
Now, they find out, say, the way we don't begin to see these elections, the runoff elections, they go in particular. One, we don't get mistrust in some of the institutions and some of the processes, which is very important in a democracy. But in addition to that, the mistrust, they go even deeper. If we start for begin say, things them way actually not help with democracy. Because for one thing, if any leader say he try that path or that passage, it will affect we negatively.
So
because you will get a very, very...
What is that part of passage? What do you really refer to?
For say, he wants vote, he wants acquisition of power, he wants get inside State House, what's not tribalism he will use. At the end of the day, even if he succeed for do that, he go succeed for get a deeply divided nation. And when he go don't get that nation, he go spend all in time for bringing them together, he go still get people away, then they divide them. One of the best ways where leaders then can do for get power and for let them base them on issues. And when you base them on issues, we always say this, it is very easy for let we know when that leader don't achieve. When that leader don't hit the target on the manifesto. But again, when we look at the triggers, this trust, you know, anytime mistrust don't they, or lack of trust, how will they affect we? Now they find out say something as if we're not true, because you don't believe, say, they want to wait. When anybody play on you, for say, now bad what they do, or even the silence, where you don't know nothing, they can play on you and it will make you get hyped. It will make you get hyper. So they want to very important, one, the information flow, two, now we build trust in the institutions here. And the only way we can build trust and follow play fair and we play even. Because one thing we can say, this power game, it means say not only one person will win the seat. Two persons not will get them. We don't get compromise about that. Now only one winner and we get one loser. Now, like how the commissioner say, if we don't manage them triggers there at this time, later on we go see somebody go say because of A, B, C, D, E, when are like antecedents. So today, the question will happen before. All this that been told, they be planned for Ogumi. We go see all them games here. And they catalog them, and to some extent, it go legitimate. But now we go able for there, we make clear, we all believe we safe. We believe the process will follow, and then they go mean say, there we get very, very credible election. So we say they use this short opportunity for appeal. So first of all, the way the cow commissioner say, and myself the support say, the National Electoral Commission, for let we we all join hand with you for get a very credible process. Two, with the players there, including with the citizens there, make we understand say we only have one Sierra Leone. And if we say we play below the belt, for let any of we all leader because we like him, he can't inside State House. Through any other bad rogue, any rogue or cheat or fraud, honestly, that leader, when he come, he go get a deeply divided nation. And it go very difficult for him. And the one that will not go agree for him, they go plenty. You know, not just like them footballer who can see him. When the game go fair, they beat you fair, everybody they know say this is not genuine beat. But when they beat you in an unfair way, or they use fraud, or they use rogue, or they use any other means way unfair. You know, we as human beings, we get a conscience, we go tell you say, but I'm not deserve not to fairly beat me. Then it can sow the seed for a very divided or a deeply divided society.
Well, from Bodoyeri from Mr. Idris Ngabisi, we don't want to sow any seed for a deeply divided society. If I can paraphrase, Obama make a statement where they say, if you use division as a tactics for calm and power, they say you will continue to get a divided nation for as long as you didn't have power. And we want to avoid such a situation in our country, and that is why at a time like this, we say need day for make we all team up and talk with one voice for call for national unity and cohesion so that Salone will remain stable and tension no go dey even now, during and after the March 27, 2018 runoff election. Fumble, you dey on NCD HOUR. Now your civic education program where they for promote good governance in Salone. It come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy with support from the United Nations Development Program through this station where you tune to. Not forget, say you say can be part of what's in the happen. Not for call, we know they take calls. We take text and WhatsApp messages. So you will try for call. If not personal call, make them after this program. But you text, you can send them to the line 077-581-457, or you can send them to 079-2367-61. Yourself can be part of the program. Commissioner, make I come back to you. We don't lay the foundation for the issues in terms of gaps where they and even identifying some of the triggers, especially for tribalism as one of the key areas where they focus on in terms of the negative side of this thing they talk about national unity, because we don't say tribalism and not kind to the fray now. We say need day for national unity, but probably people don't understand what they play with, because attempting they were picking they take armor. We not sabi the use of the armor. It is like any side, and not even know self saying that danger, not dangerous something also. For me, it look like say Solomon for land lesson say tribalism and all forms of division who they employ at politics time gets potential for recognition. Probably you go for tell Fambul and looking at some of the impact of this kind of division we see in our country, especially using the tribal and regional element for canvas for vote and continue for do things in a way we don't say not right for we election. Over to you, Commissioner.
Yes, Reverend, thank you very much again. Nefambulem, this thing what they call tribalism, it simply means now where you put you tribe, that Mame language where you they talk, and the people away when I come up from that tribe, they say they're important as anybody else. And anytime you want to do something, now they refer to. You get priority for give, now they give. You get it for talk good, now they are the best people. The other people, they not be anything. You did a national office, you ensure say that you tribe they now you go benefits. The other one, they know they get nothing. When you want campaign for power, you think say, because before you talk about what you able to do, you go use the weights where you tribe get, and you refer to them say, this tribe, if you not support me no more, this tribe, now we important, now we go do this, now we go do that, now we go do that. I wonder we know say, none per we, not ever apply to Papa God. For be born as Sierra Leone, neither for be born at the tribe where we come out, where we find ourselves. But rather God bring we together in this nation named Sierra Leone, for now we work together for push the good of this country. Yes, in the sense of politics, we get for form ourselves to political parties before we contest for political power. That na so we law say. But you hear what the law say? The law say na political parties. In fact, now we country na crime for make political parties be just one tribe. Political parties for ensure say it get all the tribes in this country. Political parties for ensure say they get offices now all the regions in this country. Political parties for ensure say they not be based either on sex, either on religion, but purely on a convergence. Normally what you can say the ideology of the party. This party, they say, now this we stand for. We believe, say, now woman business will they promote. And anybody who believe for promote woman business, for say, women are the best leader, una cannot we form a party. That is the ideology. Then come together, then form that party. It no matter who side they come out. That now so we for practice politics now we country. If we form ourselves to a political party, it get for be surrounded, it get for be built around an ideology. Not so, then thing they are, when they talk about tribe, when they talk about religion, when they talk about region, but rather think the way they bring we together, rather than things the way they divide we. Now, what you will see people and they do, when they want political power, then they appeal to that sensely, because naturally as mortal man them, it's very, very easy for that way some people then call that feel good syndrome. Where are they with you and they feel good? So because I know say we get that camaraderie where I come, instead of I talk about the issues, and they use that relationship where you get for let you support me. But it gets in your backlash where really not they all go well. And I think say the last time I get opportunity for the media, I also talk and say, if you refuse for learn the difficult things, the difficult lessons in a situation when it happened to you company, you wait like it can happen to you before you learn, believe you me, you fool. This thing called tribalism, we don't see what it don't do. The case of Rwanda still run now in mind. People the film still there. It available. Me are the appeal to the media people if una get chance una go to screen this film for we. Let people and see what happened. The film Hotel Rwanda. Let people and see what happened where two tribes then go against each other just because of hate speech na radio. then they pull cutlass, then kill people in no time, then spread blood, say the West safe, then fete that on away for just quell that fete day. Kenya, they don't do the election so peaceful as them pronounce the results. Oh, two tribes they come into altercation and serious fate take place. So many people they lost their life. We fumble them. Nobody no go pull with this emblem who don't get, so we are Sierra Leoneans. If we say with the Falak tribe and kill with them, now we country we they destroy. It not go good for we. If we send a tribe who they use for share national cake, we know that it not good for we. It they spoil we. If we send a tribe who they use for a lot jobs, it not good for we. It they spoil we. But rather, there are the conventional means where we for use. And in elections, as they say generally, this runoff where they go pass. So the two candidates them, each one gets in own track record. Enough, we go discuss until we tire for sell them to we people instead of resorting to the negative tendencies there. We not go build we up. Tribalism is dangerous. Young man, young woman, no wait till you test. No wait till you test. Now so we they grow with small. I remember 1991 when the work I just go inside tertiary institution. Then they tell you say people and say this alone not go change until work at this country. And what rack could this country? What deal with terribly in this country? Pass we taste before we believe. We want for taste again the dangers of tribalism before we take it serious. Me, I convince say people and they use the tribal card subtly. People and still deny say tribalism not in this country, but I'm convinced that people are using that card. Then they use them clearly, bottom yonder, then cover the way they come, then talk different thing. And that make, before I just left, let's just say, we political leaders, we they appeal to una, now una two don't left. And we they watch una. Do ya, una be honest to we. Una tell we the truth. Una not can make papi show. This not to fine business, not to talk fine business. We all don't always sit down, so I don't 40 plus. I don't see so much. I know the nature a bit about this country. Now, yeah, I go school, I go to university, I go through all the processes now. So I get a lot of experience about Sierra Leone. Political leaders wanna be sincere to we. Wanna tell we the truth. Wanna not talk to we in a public. Wanna go na corner, wanna do different things. It not go help we. And the tribal card, it's dangerous to the utmost. My appeal is we all as a nation, for speak against them, not for speak against them no more, for act against them, and make sure say it not take root at all.
Let me thank you to Commissioner Conte. You see, one side we start while like we say, but we go put them in own words. Now only full man they wait for make a land from your own experience. Why you don't go look at the experience of that person? The one that experienced it, Kenya experienced it. Make we not go down this path. I want for bringing Commissioner McFoy into this discussion. But they look at the impact of tribalism, even as we talk about the need for national unity and cohesion. We don't see, say, politics, neither they provide the opportunity for make that terrible thing within inside we. That monster, we always with the lock on that key. As politics ten come, they come on though. We see the monster now, they rear head, and they're ready for cause havoc. I don't know. But I don't know what you go say concerning the impact and probably how we go for handle this problem right now, because urgency day in solving this problem. Some people now political campaign they on, and the politicians they use this tribal card because political campaign they on. For me, if they ask me, I go say, I will seize all political campaigns now between now and the 27th. Oh, focus on peace campaign. But I don't know, so until you get other way for handle the problem. But I don't really suggest.
When the national call down the way everybody they call right now say we really need for concentrate on prayer and peace campaign. Honestly and truly, so much they go on. And just like how my colleagues say, we really need for put a hold to the whole process for now. For let we get a clear pathway into this election. Because as it is right now, the way how things they go, the way how politicians they're so tense, the muscles, the fires are up. It's high time, really, as a commission, waiting up for enlightening people, but enlighten and educate them, sensitize them on current issues. I feel say we self get plenty role for play. We cite two examples where still current. Kenya and one. Okay, one that don't take small time. But it's still they come to play. We see how tribalism, we see how tribalism and all of that society, that nation there. The question where me once ask Sierra Leoneans, una want we follow we go back? Usa we come out? Or pass? Usa we come out? Just like how we always they say, if you want for don here, this country no go better. Now that kind of thoughts there, una still the link, na in the linger na una minds there. If not that, do ya ask una as a nation for let we refrain from such thinking. Yes, just like our starts in me was say man in nature na a political animal. We not say for let people not belong, but let we tread cautiously because we know the impact where tribalism, the impact where violence activities go bring we come back the end as a nation. Una know where a nation involved into conflict, una know waiting and waiting involved. We get for continue for go they make the appeals again to the TV stations, just like our Commissioner Conte say, they go bring some of their movies here. Let we see them back so that they go freshen up and know say, as a nation, we get responsibility. As a nation, you politician, you get responsibility for let you know the kind campaign strategies. Una get them now on hand, una manifestos. Una be frank with them. Una be truthful with them. Then the ballot box will bring you calm, waiting and waiting we want for change. With the ballot box, you will get justice. With the ballot box, you will get tolerance. With the ballot box, you will get all the good things we want. We don't need for begin the strategize the way how we politics don't begin to go so. With the frown at them. Because nothing better nor they come out of them. And so thing we go bring we nation back. Bien. And no one go bien. We are moving forward as a nation. And at the end of the day, na saloon get for win. Not to the two candidates them, party A and B. No. We get for celebrate them as one Sierra Leone.
Of course, that's for be the clear focus of all of us. So we get for push everything Sierra Leonean. And on that basis, I want for bringing Mr. Dingabisi. We see, say, in all of this what they happen, people give more value for party colors than for we green, white, and blue. And you know they augur well for national unity and cohesion. I don't know what you go say about that to we viewers and listeners then.
Yes, well, that SF show a lot in we for say at times. In fact, somebody even do a survey some time back in 2013, where the person used symbols, symbols here, including the country flag. You find out certain parties here in certain parts of the country, they're popular than the national flag, for especially some of the citizens then. But for we as Sierra Leoneans, we get for Sabi say, all of the entities here then are subsets of Sierra Leone. What in this mean? It means say the APC party, the SLPP party, in fact, all of them parties here, they belong to Sierra Leone. We mean say Sierra Leone big pass we. because Sierra Leone don't take we all. On this point, in terms of the looking at the national cohesion, now for let we understand, say, you one as a party, if you say, now just me alone, me one, honestly, you go get so many people out there against you. If you say, now just me one, now me one want everything, or I want me one against all the other people, it not go work. The one we go find for we, you want go find for we country. Now for now get a leader, first of all, we look at the values here. One, we build a merit-based society. Like our commissioner talked just now, a merit-based society in a society where the way they work hard, it get harder pay. And now not put on just because me and you talk the same language, or me and you common at the same tongue, or me and you common at the same district, or me and you common at the same region. If we build a merit-based society, we go able push the country before fast, because it will encourage everybody to work harder. Two, the reward system. Whether they can now to having contract, having whatever rewards in the system. Because they find out, say, some of them here where they happen so, when they say hate speech, a lot of the people in the belief say about time, not time. That is not actually about whether in time or whether not in time. If we build a system, a society, where we all go feel say, we work hard and they get reward. And no need for let I go preach hate. I don't need for let I preach tribalism. I don't need for let I preach regionalism. Any side where they, even if in a small shop I get, I work hard, I will get the reward. I will get the dividend as Sierra Leonean. And I will get equal reward as anybody within any part of the country. Then if we do that day, people within any part of the country, they will feel comfortable and we will get shared value as a country. If we get shared value as a country, we go there in a cohesive nation. A nation we all there as one. In as much as we are united, we are married we self, we are in the national unity, but the national cohesion. And for now continue for they put this one word together. Like how they say religiously, but this politics where they cancel. We're not in conscious of it until we get people them way they appeal for saying the world common aya is us against them. Then we don't divide we self. And we not only divide we self, but we give some kind of sentiment for say we other sets and they're against we. And because then they're against we go for rise up. And when they rise up, we not for agree. Now they make people go to all these extremes. For go to do all the bad things them when a malpractice in election.
You see, this is interesting. We not get one tribe that's alone when I will say that not the nation. Now all of the tribes them and then put together
make up a
the nation. So why we for now begin the tear ourselves apart? The situation is
for the national cake.
Fumble will get a serious situation at hand. And it requires the attention of everybody. We for speak with one voice and address the issues as them they. Make a say a few things we don't say to win at this program. Where I go make my panelists and comment on, if needed for that, even as we the race towards the end of the program. This one is a kudos to the panelists, especially Commissioner Conte. Ensure that NEC makes clarification of the alleged issues before going to runoff from Fuad, a senator from Magboka. This one say, from Father Love, confidential texters, Magboka again. Mr. Presenter, bravo to you and your team for bringing us this program. We need to this thing this time around. That's what the person say. Let's see if there's another. Yeah, this texter say, NCD is doing great job in reminding the people about the need to eschew tribalism, that is for avoid tribalism even as we prepare for the runoff. I think politicians would need to constantly remind their people not to use tribalism as a way to seek support for their parties, but rather focus on their strategies to bring development to the country from SBA, a patriot. This one say, you should try to say the truth and point out the actual person or leader that is preaching this tribalism, because some of us know them. This one say, Mr. Commissioners, Your goal can only be achieved if the leaders persuading their followers are being reminded by their actions. But you just preach peace without handling the perpetrators. These talks are misled by people. Please note that for Mohammed and Sumana. Well, okay, this one say, Una Tenki, I love this program, but the only thing, let we pray for free and fair election, Namama Salone, from J. Nam Magbente Makeni. Okay, this one say, hello, Reverend Kagbo, I'm watching your program at AYV. News will appreciate it a great deal if you will be, if we will be featured into your program. Thanks. This is the comment from Usman Bilal Kamara, News President. Well, then they, but sir, what you are saying is true. Tribalism wants to overcome Sierra Leone. I'm appealing to those who were in that system of tribalism to stop. It is bad. Well, Mecca, because the thing Moku, Mecca come over, I must start with Commissioner. Would I agree with people and say, even as in the response to the issues they would not raise? If you get any comment on the points they wouldn't raise, or you want to say something else additional to the program?
I think say much response no the other than for tell and thank that then they follow and then self they really learn credence say what will they do not the correct thing. However, I be get something for say towards this. The violence what we see they be feared. Last night we are about a notable young man within a civil society who we are say them beats. Just last night inside Freetown. This now Alfonso Manley. They all about now the media. We even see pictures them. They say they go they can't AYV now because supposed for the yesterday AYV on Sunday. Some of people they sit down for listening the program and will not see them. Only for now no say them beats on a road in Ebukam.
So this is serious.
Also yesterday we are say we don't know whether yesterday take place or the day before yesterday. A politician, na Lumley, Tawa, we just say na he win. Then beat time we see the images all about injury. Na in body, na in face.
Not of mercy.
We don't hear about what did happen abo. We don't hear about Kailan. We don't hear about Cambia. A lot of areas we don't hear violence. I want to say 2012 elections we were around. And to me the hype will be too much past so. But the kind of violence will be happening. Look like say this one beat. And when they cancel the runoff, the tension just the hype. Do you and that make you see with the big? I want to start for say all of them violence that we condemn them. NCD they say the way they perpetuate this violence, we they ask the police, do you have the police that don't need to investigate, but they know they tell you the answers. We want answers. Like how the person they say, let we name the people. Now because we don't get the conclusive answers, we don't know for true who that send who that. So the best people who can help we are the people and the law for help we for go into them matter there and help we for know who that do who that.
Yes, Commissioner.
Yes, sir.
Time don't beat we. No one for.
Yes, just tap and day.
Yes, just a quick one. Make cannot be on.
One join me, colleague, for say thanks to the Texas, and we're glad the way that they follow we programs because now that make we reach out to now for we continue for make the necessary appeals. For we change with society to the direction where they go.
Yes, quick one, Mr.
We want to appeal to me people who are there. Do you where we did this? Now we CSF for join the fight against tribalism. When you dey outside people and they talk, at times it's possible say that poda on outside sit up on side they keep pumping. Do you let we learn for the educate each other and let we learn for the discourage for see tribalism in no good and go well country.
Well, I want to say thank you to me panelists them. And even yourself will take time for be part of this program and even send message to we and also to the management of AYV for make the host win at this program and even to UNDP who provide the support. Make you always say, Salone 9-1 we get. I could make conscious effort this time for me to keep united. Until we meet again, in a Reverend Jibril Akago, they say God bless you.
Salona for all Salona. So all man for able for go all side without no bugging. Any kind way, when they go inside the next election, they continue to get one war. This now artist of peace Sierra Leone, National Commission for Democracy, with support from United Nations Development Program (UNDP).
Because we know that the same party. No mean say we the enemy. Da 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 da.
Make we work together for peace alone. We all a family.
Yeah. So make we serious as one bamboo. As we dey go inside the next election,
Make we come together as one day. All the party call on them. Forget to strive, religion, and you party. We all a family.
da 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 da.
So make we not allow politics, religion, or tribe for disturb with peace. Cause we all are Salom and brothers and sisters. We gon' get right to peace. For this in the next man in view, not mean say you agree, but because of peace. So we all go come together as one side, one love, one heart, one peace.
Number one, under the Salon flag, so make we all come to one inside Salona. So make peace go take on the election. Yeah, that's how we make this election so credible and peaceful. Say for the sake of Mama Salon land, that will also make we all be peaceful. So make we sit on the face and one and we country. Now this go good for we, better for we country. Because we know that we same party. No mean say we the enemy. Da 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 da.
Make we work together for peace alone. We all a family.
Yeah. So make we serious as one bamboo. As we dey go inside the next election,
Make we come together as one day. All the party call on them. Forget to strive, religion, and you party. We all a family.
da 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 da.
Afu mami no to say na no ya dim din na mi ayong na mumu na faso be canto faso no saralo
Da 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 da.
You're watching AYV Television.